Hello everyone, Lisa here, Interdimensional 5D. I decided to read from this journal for a little bit. It's from 1856. It's handmade for somebody who came across from probably England in the east and was heading towards the west, and they stopped in Kansas City, Kansas. Um, I tried to read this yesterday, and I literally was under attack and could not read the words. So I've gotten all the light on, and I'm going to hold the pages up. Hopefully you could, I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit, forgive me. See if we can get it to get closer so you can, maybe look at it yourself and snapshot it. I'll try to hold it as still as possible. Okay, now, delicious slaw. A lady friend, a matchless cook, by the way, has often tickled our palate with a slaw made as follows. Take half of a head of cabbage cut up fine, a large stalk of celery, also cut fine, add a hard-boiled egg, 2 ounces grated horseradish, and 2 teaspoonfuls of dry mustard. Then mix with cold vinegar, pepper, and salt to your taste, and you will have a dish that will give you an appetite under almost any circumstance. Rice cake, 3 eggs and the same weight of ground rice and sugar. Mix and beaten well, bake quickly in a mold. Pint cake, 1 pint of dough, 1 teacup of sugar, 1 of butter, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of pear lash with raisins and spice. Loaf cakes, 5 pounds of flour, 2 of sugar, 3/4 of a pound of lard, and the same quantity of butter. 1 pint of yeast, 8 eggs, 1 quart of milk. Roll the sugar in the flour, add the raisins and spice after the first rising. Death to the bugs. The following remedy is said to be infallible. Take 2 pounds of alum, bruise it, and reduce it nearly to powder. Dissolve it in 3 quarts of boiling water, letting it remain in a warm place till the alum is dissolved. The alum water is to be applied hot by means of a brush to every joint and crevice. Brush the crevices in the floor of the striking board if they are suspect places. Whitewash the ceiling, putting in plenty of alum, and there will be an end to their dropping from thence. Cologne water. Either of the following recipes will make a good cologne water. So number 1, essential oil of bergamot, of lemon, of neroli, of orange peel and rosemary, each 12 drops. Cardamom seed, 1 drachm. Rectified spirits, 1 pint. It improves by age. Number 2 is essence of bergamot, 40 drops. Essence of lemon, 45 drops. Oil of rosemary, 6. Oil of orange, 22. Oil of neroli, 12 drops. Highly rectified spirits, 6 ounces. Syllabub, 1 quart of rich milk, half a pint of wine, 6 ounces of loaf sugar. Put the sugar and wine in a bowl, have the milk lukewarm, and put it in a pitcher. When the sugar is dissolved, pour the milk in with the wine. Hold the pitcher sufficiently high to raise a froth on the milk in the bowl. Grate nutmeg over the top. Lime in the eye. A strong solution of sugar inserted drop by drop under the eyelids will completely prevent the caustic action of lime. It should be applied immediately. Now we have a handwritten recipe for cologne water. To 6 gallons of alcohol, add 4 ounces each of the oil of lavender, thyme, rosemary, cloves, vitre of bergamot, and lemon mix. And lemon. Mix thoroughly 3 times a day. Let stand 24 hours. Then add 1.5 gallons of pure spirits. Only proof, it says. Stir well. Let it stand 4 hours. Then filter through red blotting paper. Bear's grease. 3 pounds hog's lard and 1.5 pounds of mutton tallow. Melt well together, then mix in a separate cup 2 ounces each of oil of cloves and bergamot, and 1 ounce each of the oil of lavender, thyme, and rosemary. Pour them all into the melted grease and mix and stir them well together. Okay, now here's the next page. This is from 1856, people. And you'll see this. I'll hold this up. Maybe you can snapshot it. Okay. This one down here is written in lead, and yesterday, boy, I could not read it for anything, but let's see if we can give it a go. Cure for the cataract. Take 1/2 ounce of blood and root, 1/2 ounce of gum arabic, and 1/2 ounce of gum of myrrh. Pulverize well together. Snuff it 2 or 3 times a day. Oh, I guess it's sniff it. It says snuff it. Cure for canker rash, or it says something sore throat. And there's a little symbol there which I don't get. 4 quarts of, it either says shoe snake, shoe break, or shoe rake. And I don't know what that is. And it says Bob's. It looks like PPRTIN. 10 quarts of water, boil down to about 2 or 3 quarts. Then strain through a cloth. Sweeten with 2 quarts of molasses or honey. Gargle in the throat once every 2 hours. A teaspoonful, enough to swallow. It's very bitter. But 4 quarts of shoe rake or snake, that's or RHOERERAKE, or it's HSOER. I don't know what they're boiling, but it's supposed to help with a sore throat. Anyway, alum or vinegar is good to set colors of red, green, or yellow. Sal soda will bleach very white. 1 spoonful is enough for a kettle of clothes. Save your suds for garden and plants, or to harden your yards when sandy. Wash your tea trays with cold soda, polish with a little flour and a dry cloth. Frozen potatoes make more starch than fresh ones. They make nice cakes. A hot shovel held over burnished furniture will take out white spots. A bit of glue dissolved in skim milk and water will restore rusty old crepe. Now, I don't know if they mean crepe like crepe paper, or CRAPE, almost old crap, or rusty old crepe, is that iron? I don't know. So, rusty old crepe, glue and skim milk gets rid of it. Ribbons of any kind should be washed in cold soap suds and not rinsed. If your flat irons are rough, Rub them well with fine salt and it will make them smooth. If you're buying a carpet for durability, you must choose small figures. A bit of soap rubbed on the hinges of doors will prevent their creaking. It also helps drawers. Scotch snuff put on the holes where crickets come out will destroy them. I have no idea what Scotch snuff is. Wood ashes and common salt, wet with water, will stop the cracks of a stove and prevent the smoke from escaping. It is said that half a cranberry bound on a corn will soon kill it. Oh, corn, like in your feet. That's interesting. A half a cranberry on your corns will kill your corns. That's an interesting piece of... Somebody try it and email me if it worked. Oh, this is really interesting. I've read this before, but it's been a long time. Boy, they're getting old. When I first got this, it wasn't discolored like this. It really is sad. Here's this next page, and I'll probably stop after this. Valuable and useful recipes, the result of 30 years' experience. Copyright secured according to the law. Oh, we're breaking the law here. Soaps. The soap I make use of in the manufacture of the different varieties of soap. The variety, as you will see below, is caused chiefly by the difference of the colors and perfume used, is what is technically called curd soap and made out of tallow and soda. It is found in white and variegated bars. I prefer white as it then can be colored to my own liking. Manufacturing of this curd soap, or bar soap as it is generally called, into the different kinds of toilet soap or into any other kind of soap you wish to make, it should first be reduced to thin shavings by sliding the bar along the face of a common plane, in order that it may dissolve the more readily. The perfume should not be added until the soap is taken off the fire and is ready to be poured into the molds, and should be well mixed with a wooden ladle or stick. The color matter may be added whilst the soap is dissolving, and may consist of finely ground vermilion, brown ochre, ivory, black, yellow ochre, or Spanish brown, as suits your taste best. When your soap is perfumed, it should be poured into tin molds about 1/4 larger than you desire the cakes to be when finished, or into a square vessel sufficiently large to contain 10 or 12 pounds. If you use molds, the soap should be taken out the next day and placed on boards to dry, when, if necessary, they may be run over a plane to smooth them and then wrapped up for sale. If the whole is poured into one vessel, it should be allowed to stand 2 or 3 days, when by means of a wire or thread you can cut the mass into cakes of any size you may desire. By attending the above instructions, you will have no difficulty in making any of the following soaps. So, rose soap. Take 2½ of the curd or bar soap shaving and add 1/2 gallon of water. Place them over a slow fire in almost any kind of a clean vessel, and let the mass remain until the shavings are completely and thoroughly dissolved. Add, whilst dissolving, if desirable, 2 drachms of vermilion, and after you have taken the soap off the fire, add 6 drachms each of clove and cinnamon, and 3 drachms of bergamot. This is an expensive perfume, and cakes of this soap weighing 3 ounces, readily sell at 25 cents each. Bouquet soap, exactly similar to rose soap, only perfume with 1 1/4 ounce of bergamot, 2 drachms each oil of cloves, sassafras, and thyme, and 1 drachm neroli. This soap is generally colored with brown ochre. Almond soap, as rose soap, and perfume with 2 1/2 ounces essence of bitter almonds. I prefer this soap white. Cinnamon soap, as rose soap, and perfume with 1 1/2 essences of cinnamon, 2 drachms each essence sassafras and bergamot. Color with yellow ochre. Windsor soap, as rose soap, and perfume with 1 1/2 essence of caraway and 3 drachms each oil of lavender and oil of rosemary. Medicated soap, take 10 pounds of the soap shavings as in making rose soap, add 1 1/2 gallons of water, and whilst the soap is dissolving, add 1 to 2 pounds of sal soda. When the soap and soda are thoroughly dissolved, take 1 quart well sifted cornmeal and stir into the soap, adding at the same time 1 ounce tincture of nut gall. Keep stirring it for about 20 minutes after the Indian meal is put in, the mass boiling all the time. It may be colored and perfumed to please your taste. This soap I can confidently recommend. It does not lather as well as some soap, but it will take of the dirt and give to the skin a smoothness and healthiness which no other soap can do. And there we have it, our soap. How to make all these varieties of soap. And I'm going to keep our place there. And we will continue tomorrow on how to make the soap without nut gall. I wonder if I should just continue. No, I think I'll stop here and we'll continue on with the soaps tomorrow. Anyway, there it is, 1856 little journal reading. I hope you enjoy it. I changed my eBay name to Lisa's Time Closet. I write on there they do love old things, and I do. I had a nice collection. It's been destroyed over time by all the people who have been trying to keep my life in chaos and confusion. However, I have managed to move forward and do some things, and I obtained collectibles, and I hope you enjoy me sharing this one with you. It takes us back in time a little bit to when they use things that I don't even know what they are, and how to use them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Be well, friends. Bye now.